people. Tish Ina Gonzalez from Vida Activa, your favorite holistic wellness and self-development coach. And I'm back to share with you guys what I just shared with my Spanish-speaking audience, now in English. As usual, as you hop on here, give me a wave, a hi, a hello. Let me know what city or state you're watching me from. And hashtag replay if you're watching it later, no matter what venue that is. So I actually had a couple of people come to me, a new client that is doing Coach in Your Pocket, and I asked them to fill out their Strength Finders workbook after they asked me some questions, and then a potential client that asked me in a very good, positive way about Strength Finders and basically why Strength Finders. Why is that what I used as my basis? Why do I know every single person in this world needs it? When there's negative things out there about it. And the funny thing is like part of my strengths is I'm able to help people connect the dots, and I'm able to like see things that other people can't see. And so it's really obvious to me why everyone has to, any entrepreneur and anyone in life should have a Strength Finders self-development assessment done. But I found an article from a company called Talent Insights, and it talked about 4 misconceptions about Strength Finders. And this is why people sometimes can't see all of the value in it. So what happens is that there's many leaders or managers and employees out there, and they have just enough information to be dangerous, but they're not really using it or utilizing it the way that it is designed. And really, that's why you should be using it alongside of a coach. So if we're planning an event or something, you may not need Strength Finders. But for pretty much any one of my other type of clients, it's going to be the basis for what we do. We may not start with it because you may need some emotional regulation first, or you may have some tactical things that you need to work on right away before you get into the process of actual rebranding or personal branding or goal setting. But Strength Finders is going to help us, and it's going to be part of your plan when you work with me. So the first misconception: Strength Finders measures your strengths. What? No, Strength Finders measures your talents. Talent Finder would actually be a more accurate name for the assessment. However, the Gallup organization decided on Strength Finders to communicate the ultimate goal of completing the assessment, the development of talents into strengths. Many people miss this. Strength Finders is not the final word. And this is what, and I explain this to individuals, this is what happened on my job. We took Strength Finders and we put everyone up on this little chart, and you could see the comparisons who had what, and everybody looked at it and they said, oh, I don't have any relationship strengths. Well, that's not how you're supposed to use it whatsoever, which is why I then paid for a half-day coaching session in order to know how to use it correctly and use it for my personal development. And now it's rolled into what I do as my coaching. So many people miss Strength Finders is not the final word. It is the first step. Once you know your clients, in my case, or team members' top 5 themes, you can position them in a way that you can help them cultivate and leverage their strengths. And I do this with individuals in their businesses, with other entrepreneurs, or just general people in life coaching for them to set goals. So, misconception number 2, talents, themes, and strengths are synonyms. Nope. Each of these terms make up foundational vocabulary of Strength Finders. According to Gallup, a talent is a natural way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. Themes are simply the official and unique name for each talent as chosen by Gallup to provide a common language for all of us to use. A strength is the ability to apply a talent in such a way that consistently provides near perfect performance. So when I discover a client's top 5 themes, I know that some of the natural abilities it uncovers may still need to be further developed in order for that person to perform strongly in the role, in their new business, in their course creation, in their transition, and their plan for emotional wellness, or whatever we may be working on at that time. Misconception number 3. My top 5 are my top 5 strengths. Wrong again. Your top 5 themes is what you receive. And they're likely a mixed bag. Some are talents, some are strengths. They're all tools in your toolbox. But the question is, are you a novice or a master craftsman with each? Often, talents are unintentionally used, frequently in a way that only benefits ourselves, or we may have been taught to use them incorrectly. And this is very evident because many times I will do this with individuals, and it actually kind of happened with me. When I got my top 5 talents, now that I know, I had this feeling of like, ooh, no wonder I'm so intense. No wonder some people don't like me. That's how I felt because I had not put in the work to develop all of them the way that they needed to be. And I'll do that. I'll find that with some clients, like 1 or 2 times, they'll be like, that's a strength? I thought that was a weakness, because they haven't spent time developing it. And that's what we work on together. So when you find these talents, we're trying to develop them into strengths, because strengths are powerful tools that are used intentionally and precisely, and they help yourself and other individuals on your team to accomplish a particular mission. The difference is investment, skills, knowledge, and practice mixed in with the talent. This has a multiplying effect on the talent, turning it into a powerful strength. So that's what we work on together. When I assist you in crafting your power statement, we then communicate who you are at your highest self when you walk in your strengths. We then choose brand words that align to it, set goals based on it, choose team members that you may need to assist you, and whom to delegate based on where you need assistance in order to succeed. Misconception number 4, knowing my top 5 is enough. While understanding your own strengths and me understanding those of my clients is helpful, there is more to understand about what motivates, purpose, direction, business drive, interactions, and engagement. Knowing a person's strength is only the beginning. You also need to understand when it comes to you yourself and working with me, and then doing that for personal branding, for transitioning, for starting a business, for creating a course, what your personality is, what your interests are, behavior patterns, skill, and experience. These are important factors and all play a part in a person's successes or failures when it comes to the goals that they have. People are super complicated. And thankfully, I'm skilled and trained in a lot of these things. The more that we discover about you on your own, and the more that each of us understand about ourselves and those we come in contact with, the more effective we can be. So my goal is to help you understand the big picture. My goal is to bring out of you when you're sitting in that chaos and help you turn that chaos into clarity. Knowing multiple dimensions of a person rather than just potential strengths alone, because usually we get to the power statement within 3 sessions, and the majority of individuals that work with me for a minimum of 12 weeks. So that's just the beginning. So knowing the multiple dimensions of you as a person rather than potential strengths alone is vital for us to move forward, because we're going to concentrate on 3 additional factors: personality, why you do what you do; behavior, how you do what you do; and motivators, which kind of things you really truly find most engaging and enjoyable. A lot of times clients will come to me and they'll be wanting to do a specific thing, and we have to deep dive that. Is that really what you want to do? What is more enjoyable? So those are additional things that we work on when we work together. So again, just knowing your strengths doesn't clarify, if I'm working with another entrepreneur, how they can procure a client. It doesn't necessarily increase profitability, exactly how to set business goals, or minimize burnout or stress. Strength Finders is simply the start of what I do, and then I'm going to use many, many other tools to build from there. Because I'm also well versed in personality profile, certified in communication, success habits, improving social skills, and I have a degree in marketing. So, and even more outside of that. So most of the clients that come to me, they have the what. They know what they want to accomplish. They know that they're trying to create a course. They know that they need some emotional regulation. They know that they are starting a business. They know that they are transitioning out of the corporate world into being a full-time entrepreneur. And most of them also know a little bit of the how, but they come to me when they're stuck. They're overwhelmed with all the information. They don't know how to put it in order. They don't know all of the steps, but they already know the what and a little bit of the how. So what I help them do is dial back and get clarity on the who exactly they are and the why they want to do what they're doing, and the how just starts to flow from there. So again, creating clarity out of that chaos. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today, just along the lines of open questions that deserve to be answered, of why use strength finders as the basis when there's so many pitfalls, and recognizing and talking about those misconceptions and those pitfalls. And really, that is the information and reasons of why you need to do it with a coach. So I just re-upped with a strength finders coach all of my top 10 strengths as well, because I was in a place of where I felt stuck and I needed to reaffirm the rest of the strengths that I have. And that helped me to be able to set some more specific goals to move me further in procuring additional clients and going further in my business. So again, that's what I do with my clients. And here's the reason why. And acknowledging that there are limitations and that there are misconceptions. And that's why it's just the starting point. It's just the beginning. And we're going to build on all those, a bunch of other tools on top of that to help you reach all of your wildest dreams. So once again, thank you so much for joining me, everyone. If you know anyone that could benefit from this, please share the video with them. And don't forget, before you leave, let me know what city, state, or country you're watching me from. And if you're watching the replay later, no matter what venue, Instagram, Facebook, or later on YouTube, #replay to let me know you're here. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye.